All right, we're running it back. Greedier mode today. All greedier. No non-greedier, no problem. That being said, when I say no non-greedier, I mean probably like maybe our next run we'll do non-greedier. Quick little sip of the peach pear LaCroix. Follow it up with the cold brew concentrate chaser. Mmm. Yeah. Oh, that's too hot. That's too hot. And by hot, I don't mean temperature. I mean like it's too concentrated. Okay, so we have Leamington. We can't take red hearts, but that's good. Red hearts will charge us here. It's gazpacho. Let me explain something to you. When you expect something to be cold and it's room temperature, it feels like it's burning. It feels like it's burning your lips. Inner eye, Sister Maggie. I'm a big fan of lump of coal for 7 cents. That's going to be high on the list. Maybe even before we purchase a key. Much to the chagrin of some entities. You left the trinket in the white item room. Okay, what trinket was it? Where be your nutcracker? If we can't remember what the trinket is, then how important could it be? All I'm saying is at some point, like if you dropped a $20 bill on the ground, you would pick it up because $20 is a very meaningful amount of money. If you dropped a single penny on the ground, you would pick it up as well, but you would mostly pick it up because you don't want to litter. You wouldn't pick it up being like, oh, this is going to add up to something one day. One man's treasure is another man's trash. What if you dropped an unknown amount of money on the ground? I would pick it up. You got me on that one. My own. It's rare that I'm willing to admit defeat to my own logical extreme, but you've got me on that one. If you told me an unknown amount of money had been dropped on the ground, I would be like, yes, I will go pick it up. Absolutely. It's stopwatch. Nobody knows what it does. It's too many damn pages for any sane man to understand. Yo, that's so good! Yo, Gulp will freaking slap for us here. You know what I really want to see, as strange as this sounds? Or maybe it doesn't sound strange at all. I would love to see Lil Chad. Love Lil Chad. He'd really fit well in our deck. He can spend all day on my deck if I care. If he wants to, of course. Little Chad. God, you look so nice perched on my deck. Nice. Of all the one note jokes, that's one of them for sure. I graduated today, big dub. That is a big dub. I remember all three of my graduations. I also remember not wanting to go to any of them, but it's still a dub, don't get me wrong. Dub so big, had to take a picture from space, boss man. Had to come outside to get the full scope of the dub. I lost mine due to COVID. So that sucks, like straight up. I'm not gonna be like, you know, because I haven't gone through that. I don't get to be like, that's not that bad. But I am here to tell you, like, it's ceremonial, but really, like, every graduation ceremony I've been to has been, like, mega boring. Like, a high school graduation was kind of, it was okay. I had a graduating class of 80 people. So, you know, you sit there for like an hour, your name gets called, you sit there for another hour, and then they like sing some kind of song, and then you go home. My undergrad graduation was one of the most boring events I've ever been to in my entire life, because it's literally like 1,000 people, of whom, maybe 2,500 people, of whom you know couple hundred at most. And then, you know, like, it's just long. It's like the longest event I've ever been a part of in my life. For no real reason. Well, you know, actually, it's like, I do have to be honest. You know, my parents paid for my college, so really the least I could do was at least go to graduation so that they can take some photos. I'm not trying to act like it would, like life's so hard, but oh, red heart, thank you, red hort. But the only thing that was like interesting about my college graduation was like, you know, we can't grab it. You would see, if you'll excuse me. You would see people, and it would be like the governor's award for highest average, and you'd be like, this guy's been going to my school for 4 years. I've literally never seen his face, but apparently he's the greatest student of all time. Like there were so many people that like got awards at graduation, and I was like, I didn't even know you. Not to be rude, but I didn't even know you existed. I've never seen you in a class, in a lab, like off campus, like at the pub or a restaurant or something. Like how the heck did you get the governor's award? You think I would have at least seen you in the lab or something? I have not seen you on a train. I have not seen you on a plane. Ever tell you about how at my high school we didn't have a valedictorian based on academic merit, but we had a valedictorian that was just voted by the graduating class? It's pretty messed up, man. And I haven't thought about it in years, but I mean, I was not in running to be valedictorian. I was like, you know, probably like a strong candidate for like maybe 5th or something like that, so it didn't like really offend me. I just remember being like, you know, instead of having a valedictorian, we just had like a kind of popular lady who was, you know, the people's champion. A little weird. There were 40 valedictorians at my school? What the? 40? Is that how many people tied with a perfect 4.0 GPA? Was she nice at least? Yeah, she was she wasn't like, you know, she wasn't a B word. Let's put it that way. Okay, we love this. We do love that as well. We like this. Okay, sure. Colleges can have hundreds of valedictorians. Yeah, but high school? I mean, like, there's only, like, one faculty. School. There's 10,000... There's 10,000 people in your graduating class? If your high school graduating class has 10,000 people? Where do you go to school? Kowloon Walled City? I'm losing it. Your high school? There's 10,000 17 and 18-year-olds at your high school? That sounds like that's like a young adult dystopian novel in the making. My high school had 2 floors. How many? My university had like, you know, 50 buildings, and the undergraduate population was 16,000. Something like that. So my graduating class was probably like, you know, maybe like 6,000 or 7,000. That's crazy. This is pretty crazy too. Don't shoot the messenger. The Soul's the play here. Binky's the play. I believe you have my stapler. I gotta try, man. Can you just gulp the trinket? Like, whatever. Oh, that naughty old elf must be one mean bastard to give us this early. You already have poison tears? That's why I'm trying to gulp this thing so I can justifiably replace it. Now that I think about that, it doesn't really make any sense, but... It's a 5% chance to gulp? I have a theory for you. I bet this will give us enough bombs to justify the price. What was that sound? They did a great job on that sound effect. Nod leaf, huh? 5%. I mean, that's insulting. Sorry, my stomach. Dude, you know what's a weird feeling of, like, anxiety? Is when you have, like, a morning exam, so you didn't really have time to, like, eat a good breakfast, and then the gymnasium is, like, super quiet, and then your stomach, like, 45 minutes in, just starts going, like... And you're like, oh my god, I'm probably, like... People are like, whose stomach is that? So that's when you've got to shout out immediately, hey, yo, whose stomach is that? Keep it down. Free bombs. Thank you, thank you. You got to accuse somebody else. He who grumbled it, rumbled it. But a lot of people don't know that. I let it rip during an exam. It was mortifying at the time, but hilarious in hindsight. I honestly, that's just funny. I think we should be, if someone farts loudly on purpose to elicit a laugh, that's cringe. That's like the ultimate boomer humor. If somebody tries their hardest to hold a fart in, but then they like bend weird or they get startled and they fart loudly, that's the funniest thing. No comedian has ever made a joke funnier than that. It's never happened. We're still waiting for the sonic boom when the humor sound barrier is broken. Okay, we're just chilling. Frostpunk is free on the Epic Games Store. Do I cop it? I don't know. On the one hand, it's like, you know, a really unique colony builder. I had an awesome time playing it. I think it's a wonderful experience. On the other hand, that is a little bit expensive. I don't know. It's a good game. The serious answer is it's worth installing. Have you ever blown a funny fuse at something that was hilarious but you couldn't laugh at? Oh, all the time. I don't think I've ever, like, ruined, like, an event as a result of it. But definitely, like, I feel like Josh also laughs at this, which is why I think it's okay to bring up. But at his wedding, when the priest told everybody to put their hands towards the center and then, like, you know, channel your, like, spirit for the couple that was getting married, I was like, come on, man, you don't you don't really think that's, like, productive, do you? I did it, of course. It's a tough one. We need some spirit hearts at some point. Forget Dreamcatcher. Like, honestly, forget it, man. Just forget it even existed. Yeah, but then God is my witness. We all channeled our spirit, and then Josh grew 4 inches taller in front of my damn eyes. It's amazing. Funniest thing I've ever seen. Now his friends call him Bones. Death card, okay. Well, I didn't realize, dude, Twitch culture and YouTube culture for Isaac are so different. The items that people, like, stan for Twitch culture, people are like, rip punching bag. Bro, it's bad. Nobody cares. I don't want to be too rude, but we're talking about punching bag? Really? Like it's... Come on now. It's cute though? Debatable. More like punching bad. No, don't, come on, don't say that. It's a good item for me to poop on. I mean, it's a free aggression enabler for enemies. Is it free? Because I could have sworn that when I went to pick it up, it was like, it had a price next to it. Like it was going to cost like some money, for example. Help me. It did not? Oh, okay, never mind. Well, that's my bad. It was 100%. Where was it that it was 100? It was in, oh, it was in the crawl. Oh, you know what happened? The icon was small, so I thought it was a trinket. But now that I'm looking back in my head, I'm like, no trinket looks like that. But just because of the way the icon was presented, I thought it was a trinket. I know that makes no sense. I do think there's just something like, and I don't think it's just in my brain, I think it's in like everybody's brain. That is like when something is filed in the part of my brain that's useless, I'm like, I don't see it. It's like I have blinders on. People are, you know, they say things, they don't realize that accidentally sometimes they make my point for me. People are like, you had 3,500 hours in the game, maybe you made, how did you still make that mistake? And you're like, well, because I have 3,500 hours in the game, and I still don't value, punching bag. Maybe that means punching bag is actually a good item for me to poop on. Okay, blow this up for a moment. Blow this up for a moment. D4 is interesting, but I like our existing run. I say no to that for now. I'm willing to fish a little bit. Yes. Miyabi, you are just an F-tier player. That's an option. I might, Miyabi, I'm just an F-tier player. It's true. Have you considered, that on the internet, if you ever spell the word wrong, you automatically lose the argument? I've fallen victim to it many times myself. Don't be sad. There's hope for us yet. God help you if you're in the middle of making a good point and then you stutter in the Discord. Amazing. Every word of what you said was just wrong. NL, have you ever played a TT RPG? Or are you talking about like Trials in Tainted Space? IBS? Oh, no. IBS is very dangerous. How does he know? There used to be somebody that donated subscriptions like at least once a week whose name was NL Play Trials in Tainted Space. It wasn't Mathis. That's how I'm familiar with all of this stuff. Katawa, Shujo, which I understand is not in that same genre. Dude, Star of Bethlehem is overpowered. Look at that. It's an incredible item here. You think it was the publisher? Could have been. F. Don't go down. That would be suboptimal. Mr. Me? Strange. 40 cents, I gotta tell you, on 40 cents, we're just chilling. With Curse of the Unknown, 40 cents. It's real chill times. Yeah, I'm like, how do we get an active Wisp? Help me. Is this a sponsored stream? Kind of. Don't get me wrong, I understand the meme. But kind of. Remind me. Thank you for the reminder. After this, let me get a reminder to do the Wealth Simple promotion, please. And then when criticized, I get to pull out the trump card. It's for charity. And now all of a sudden I'm absolved of all negativity and you feel like a jerk. How about that? How's that for a trade offer? Dude, this run is actually like dominant now. No, 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 no! I am owned. I am owned. We should have been using D1 like constantly as well, but we did get a Spirit Heart out of it at least. Okay, what do you got for me? Sensor. Why not? Why not? That's positivity. Good item. Shoal. I don't even think we buy a key. I think we just head straight down. Touch all the items. You guys are, honestly, you're loco. All I'm saying is my save file was handmade by me. Yours was downloaded from Game FAQ's files and folders section. We are not the same. Bomb for 2 bombs in a pill. Great deal. And spiders. I forgot about the spiders. Amnesia. It's a pretty simple floor. I'm not too concerned about it. Run ruining. I will 5 cents to open a golden chest. It's not worth it right now, but it's not necessarily bad. I think I'm gonna blow you up. I don't really think I need PhD, man. I think this is a reroll situation. Car battery is very good. Sissy's pretty good. Rotten Baby's pretty good. We'll just start doing some battles here. Like that was very strong. And if we still have the relic, like relic plus D1 plus car battery is okay, well I did just take the Spirit Heart. That being said, we are at full HP anyway, so I guess maybe we should just try to use this a little bit more often. It's one of those, I feel like I'm playing Microsoft Flight Simulator right now. Like there's so many buttons to hit at regular intervals. Make sure like your flaps are completely retracted. Something I have not been successful with in my real life. This run is built-in avionics. What is that supposed to mean? I don't know. It's gonna be like a joke about having thick thighs or something. It didn't work, but you get the spirit of it. Go ahead, hit me. See if I care. I'm not owned. Don't step on it. We're back to 41 cents. Tech 2 reduces our tiers now, right? It doesn't reduce damage anymore. I think I'm willing to give that a shot. I think I'm willing to give reroll a shot. I think I'm willing to give reroll a shot. Okay, at this point I've decided to stop being greedy. Did it really not give us a tiers upgrade, or am I... Maybe I'm just incorrect on that one. Okay, Leamington. Tough Love with 0 luck. Not that huge. So I'm trying to think. I think we just wait for a Spirit Heart to spawn. And then press the spacebar. And then have a really good chance to win the run as a result of that. Not exactly loving my positioning here. On the other hand, I appear to be impossible to hit. So there is that. Tech 2 gets homing inside of the star. Maybe not with marked. I can't really tell. I think this is very good, followed by this. To get back to full HP, well, mostly full HP regardless. And then... You know, I'll throw 1 penny at you. Tier size is always funny. I don't see pause button crushing for us here. I think you just bomb 1 time and you accept what you get here. And to be honest with you, Poke Go... probably will give us nothing, but you know what? Then no, give me the. I'm buying cards, man. To be honest with you, I'm buying cards in the hopes we get a meaningful one. That's not really what I'm looking for. It ended up being kind of bad, but that's okay. You can use the rules card on the next floor. Chubb dislikes smoke. Yeah, I didn't want to belabor the point. We're all aware Chubb dislikes smoke at this point. Why did he re-roll the tears up? It's my bad. I was trying to have fun. It won't happen again. Okay, so the Star of Bethlehem, I think is gonna is gonna just be in the middle of the map. It definitely does be homing. Does it have like, or maybe it's at the top center. That's not so bad. We'll just hang out right here. We're not gonna be able to hang out here too much on the second phase, but I think this is like another win coming in here. Certainly a lot easier than our last one, too. Dude, we gotta keep... Yeah, there you go. Keep the crosshair close to you so you can change directions that much faster. Star is OP. It's true. I do also have the ability to take damage this time. But I actually, at least for me, I feel like there's like a, I don't know what the expression is. Let's call it an unexpected effect. The more HP that I have, I think if you strip out all the other factors, like runs with more HP also tending to maybe have more damage as a result of being able to have leveraged some HP in the past to have picked up some damage, I feel like the more HP you have, the less damage you take. Like, it's almost like, you know, the more comfortable you are, the more relaxed you are while you're playing, the better off you end up doing. I always, like, when I have a limited amount of HP, I always find that I do worse. Because I'm like, oh, I can't get hit. Or the whole plan is gonna, like, get screwed up. But if I'm on, like, the horseman on the Cuphead boss and I have 10 HP, odds are I'm taking 0. And if I take 1, I'm only taking 1. Peepo G, yeah, that's a big Peepo G moment. The Peepo G moment of the day. And we're just gonna abuse corner strat. Like, honestly, this boss tries to abuse us. Turnabout is fair play. What is Cuphead boss in English? The side-scrolling boss you fight after Dogma. That's the beast? I thought the beast was the true ending, or sorry, the beast was the alt path. That's mom? Come on. This isn't my first time playing this game. That's the witness. Okay. That's mother. Saved. Saved. I do appear to not be owned. Dude, look at this damage. Tell me you're melting without telling me you're melting. Very easy fight. The Hierophant has appeared in the basement. We're unlocking all sorts of stuff today. Excuse me, we have one more penny. Yoink! Makes all the difference. All right, we'll put a slash marker in there as well. Slash marker, he's done it again.